Welcome back to Not Your Average Vegan. So I'm going to jump right into this fried rice and orange chicken tofu video. Here I'm just measuring out my rice, and I use just a random brand of sushi rice. But I'm going to place it into a bowl so I can begin to rinse it, as you see here. And I do this about 4 or 5 times until I get that cloudiness away as much as possible. This is my rice, all nice and clean. Now I'm going to proceed to season my boiling water. I'm just going to use a few dashes of salt, and then I'm going to place that rice into the boiling water and give that a good mix. And guys, these are not my rice making steps. I just use the directions that were on the back of the rice package, which is what I suggest you do. Sometimes brands are a little different, so I would definitely check the back of the package. So now I'm going to get into cooking my vegetables. I'm going to cook the carrots first because they take a little longer. I'm going to saute those down, and once those cook down a little, I'm going to add in my onion. And once my onion cooks down, I'm going to add in some garlic. And guys, you can add in whatever vegetables you like. I just kept it really simple today, and these are the ones that I added. This step here is completely optional. I decided to blanch some bean sprouts. So I just rinsed them off, dumped them in a pot of boiling water for about a minute or two. And then when I took them out, I put them in some cold ice water. And these will go into the rice as well. So now we're going to begin to combine all of our ingredients. Here I'm just placing the rice back into the pan with the vegetables. So now I'm going to season the rice with some coco aminos. I use this instead of soy sauce, and I find that it gives me way more flavor than soy sauce would. I'm going to mix the rice and the vegetables all together until I get that coco aminos well distributed. And if you find that you need more, go ahead and add more. Nothing wrong with adding more. Once I feel like I have that all mixed in together, I'm going to create a little circle in the middle where I'm going to begin to cook my egg. And yes, I said egg. So here I'm going to add just a little olive oil to the middle of my pan before I add in my egg. And I'm using this vegan alternative today, just egg. And you guys, this really cooked up like an egg. This was my first time using it, and I couldn't believe how realistic or how comparable it was to a real egg. So once the egg is finished cooking, I'm just going to chop it up and mix it in with the rice. And we're about through with the rice, you guys. Now jumping into the tofu, I'm going to start with the batter. I have some chickpea flour that I use today, and then I'm going to use some almond milk as well. I'm also going to add in some olive oil and some cornstarch, and I'm also going to season it with a little salt and pepper. Once I get all the ingredients into the bowl, I'm going to go ahead and mix it together. You want to mix it until it's really smooth, and if you feel you need more almond milk, go ahead and add it. Once you mix it, this is kind of the consistency that you should have. Now I'm going to cut up my tofu, and you guys, this tofu I previously pressed before the video. I just placed the tofu on 2 pieces of napkin, and I placed a heavy bowl on top of them and let them sit there for about an hour or so. And that's to try to get that mushy texture out that is normally associated with tofu. And so now I'm going to begin to cut it into bite-sized pieces. You don't want them super chunky or super small. Still want it to kind of mimic original orange chicken. So now on to cooking the tofu. Here I'm just going to drop a few pieces of tofu into that batter that we mixed up. And then I'm going to drop those into my oil, and I'm going to just cook them until the outside is a really nice golden brown. And once I pull those out of the oil, I'm going to shake them to release the excess oil. And then I'm going to put them in the pan behind me, which has a store-bought orange tofu sauce. Going to give those a good mix back there, and then we're about finished. You guys, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Really appreciate you guys. You have been really solid through the beginning of this journey with me, and I'm really enjoying it. So this is the final dish. I added some green onions and a little yum yum sauce to the rice and sprinkled some sesame seeds over the tofu, and there you have it.